Well, the world slowed down. We're in the middle of the quarantine. We have to stay at home, not going out as much, not traveling as much, not moving around as much. And I honestly have to say that I'm really not sorry about that. You know, I've been spending a lot more time with my wife, been spending a lot more time with my baby. And it's actually been pretty enriching. I have to find things to do around the house. And, you know, you can only watch so much Netflix and only surf YouTube so much. So it got me into reading some things that I've been meaning to read, and read some things that I hadn't been meaning to read, really. Just books that I had that I thought were interesting, and then, you know, he bought them, he stuck them on the shelf. But now, since we're going to be spending a lot more time inside the house, I decided, man, might as well break out some of these books and try and see what I can glean from them. So I figured I'd document that and see how much stuff I can pick up. So today, the book, I've had this book for a while, right? Mike Hawke's Green Beret Survival Guide, right? By Mike Hawke. That's what he looks like. You can see that. This dude looks really severe. You know, he looks like a guy I'd want to have, you know, in my team if I were ever in a survival situation. But I'm pretty sure he would cut somebody up and eat them. It's just my personal opinion. So I figured flip through a couple of pages and figure out what we're gonna do. So it's got a lot of cool things in here. Right. Chapters are psychology, shelter, water, fire, food, tools, navigation, signals, first aid, and nature. Let's see. Psychology, I don't really want to go over that right now. Shelter, I'm kind of stuck inside the apartment, so there's really not going to be building any shelter. I guess I can go over there and do it across in the field. That might be fun for a later date. Fire, I'm going to be starting any fires. I'm going to go across the field there too. I mean, when I'm on my dad's property, I'll do that one. Food, got plenty of food in the refrigerator. Tools, got a bunch of tools in the garage. Navigation, that's what GPS is for, right? Signals, guess I could do signals. First aid, got a lot of good first aid stuff. I know a lot of first aid, being an EMT and all. And nature, I guess when I feel the call of the wild, I'll go answer that. But yeah, I think I'm going to do water today. Water, 101. 101. So, what are we going to do? Alright. Water. Water. Alright. I like to break down the basics of water in a few simple rules. Rule 1. It's Mike Hawke. Keep it with you. Keep water with you. Get it in you and keep it flowing in. So drink your water. Always remember to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. If you have it, ration it. If not, prioritize the getting of it. Getting. I actually said getting. See? Where is it? Getting. That's not just my Texas accent. I don't know. I've heard a couple of different things. I heard you shouldn't ration your water. You know, I've heard if you're thirsty, drink. I've heard if you know, you have to get so much in you. You know, per 20 minutes you take a sip. When I was in basic training, we had a hydration schedule. I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. Actually, you do need your salt, especially when you're talking about being hydrated. So that's very important. Unless you're on a cardiac diet, then in which case don't mess with the salt. Take your Lasix. Use plants, animals, bugs, and birds to find. Birds before working for it yourself. Use plants, animals, bugs, and birds before working for it yourself. What does that mean? And it's like, you know, follow the animals to the water. Or maybe eat plants that'll give you hydration. Kind of like eating lettuce. Eating lettuce is like drinking water, I guess. Scout hard before walking long. Look hard before digging. Never dig too deep. Consider digging more than one hole. There's a little bit to unpack there. Combine digging, plants, and other options and tricks when there's no obvious answer. Okay, so use what you got. Yeah, use your wits when you have nothing else to go on. Yeah, use what you got. Break all the rules when all else fails. Okay, I guess that's helpful, but I mean, I don't think you can, like, how do you break the rules? If you failed at everything else, how do you break the rules? And the rest of this talks about blood volume, what happens when you get dehydrated. You can look that up. I'm not talking about dehydration right now. Well, I guess yes I am. Here they are in a snapshot. First signs, symptoms of dehydration: thirst, headache, decreased urinary output, strong smelling urine, pain. Does that mean it hurt to pee? That what's up. Let's see. More advanced signs: lack of tears. Okay, rapidly fatigued, constipation, loss of appetite, rapid heart rate. Oh, we're not getting into that. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. Okay. We're going to talk about water procurement. Okay, you can melt snow and ice. Okay, but you don't actually just eat the ice. That's a bad idea. It lowers your body temperature. Okay, plastic bag placed over foliage, yield water, yeah. So it's kind of like you're letting it sweat, and then you're collecting it in a bag. That'd be pretty cool. You just drink it from the bag. Water off of large leaves after rainfall. So I guess that's kind of like, just draining it. Wiping dew off a cold surface. Alright. That's why they call it a dew rag. I always thought it was a hair dew, but I guess you could use a hair dew rag to soak up dew in a rag. A dew rag. This is the part I wanted to get to. Right, today we are going to filter water. Alright. So filtering water just kind of gets out the sediment and big pieces and some of the nasty stuff, but it's not going to actually purify it. So you're in a situation where there's sediment to water. I remember having well water once that had a lot of sand in it, and it was pure. It's just sandy. So we had to strain that. Old ROTC story. But if you want to purify it, you either have to boil it, or I think you can use a little bit of bleach, or iodine tablets. Water purification tablets. You can get them at Walmart or Oshman's. Actually, I don't think they have Oshman's anymore. I mean, Academy. There we go. So we're going to build this filter here. We're going to need a sock. We're going to need some rocks. We're going to need charcoal, and we're going to need sand. Alright. Get those things, and then we're going to filter the water. So let's start with the easiest one. Let's go get a sock. And turn the light on. Go in the closet. It's my office where I do all my studying. Alright. You can say what's up to the astronauts there. Oh yeah. Let's get a sock. Let's see. Nah, these are my good socks. Not that one. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty crappy. Yeah, I think I can make do with that. Yeah, we'll work with that. Just actually, these are pretty good. I'm gonna use those socks. Alright. Where are my bad socks? The socks that lost all their elasticity. That's a good word. Elasticity. You still tired, Mama? Yeah, you still tired? Okay. Hold on. Yes. This is it. Crappy dress sock. this is what we'll use. Alright, next on the list, I need to get some rocks. Where are we going to find rocks? Get some rocks. I don't know. Well, found some rocks. I guess I just dig up a couple of these. Or more than a couple of them. Yeah, maybe a handful. Didn't really say how big the rocks were supposed to be. Just that I needed rocks. Thinking maybe ones about this size ought to do. That should be good. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these and then we'll move on to the next step. Didn't really know what size rocks to get, so I just split the difference. I got some bigger pieces and then I got a bunch of pea gravel. I guess more can't hurt. Huh? I'll just stick them both in there. Alright. On to the next. Alright, so now I gotta get some charcoal and some sand. Guess I don't need the coconut, really. That would be pretty cool though. I'm not gonna get a coconut. I think I can get a stick. I don't even need a stick. I can find something to use around here. Alright, charcoal and sand. I think I know where to get those. There you go. These should work. Guess I could bust them up. As long as I don't have any like lighter in it. That would suck. Made from natural hardwood, lump charcoal. I don't think it has any lighter in it. I don't think it has any lighter in it. Nope. Don't know, but I ain't gonna drink it, so should be fine. At the moment, it's all in bricks. Alright, so I need it to be granulated, but I got an idea. So I'm gonna take this hat, right? I'm going to put them inside this hat. And then, charcoal inside the hat, beat up against the concrete there, pulverized charcoal. Should work. This is why I believe in learn by doing. So, putting the charcoal in the bag, then putting it in the hat, and beating it against the concrete did work. Did pulverize the charcoal, however, charcoal broke into shards and cut the bag to ribbons. So now my hat is full of charcoal dust. Not a problem. Not a problem. That's why God invented washing machines. So we are going to soldier on. Well, this is the remnants of the bag. A little bit of dust there, charcoal dust. Should work. It's full of, I guess, still some lumps in there. You're gonna have to break those up. Tried to break them up with this weight, just pounding the weight on the hat, but I guess the edge of the weight didn't do so well. But I do have a kettlebell. And I think I'm going to use the kettlebell. So I guess I get my reps in, and I get the charcoal busted up. Just so happens that I actually have sand in my backyard, so that actually works out. The sand they put here when I guess they fixed the fence. They dug up a little bit after the storm. So we found our last ingredient, we can go ahead and collect some, and then I'll go ahead and assemble the filter so we can get some water filtered. All right, got what I need. I got my rocks. Got more rocks, smaller rocks. I got my hat full of charcoal, and I got my sand. But the sand I had in the backyard, unfortunately, has a little bit of clay in it. But hey, and there's more rocks in here. But got to do what I can with what I got, right? So, and there's a little bit of gumbo dirt, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers. So, unless I want to go out to the store and buy some playground sand, this is what I got to work with. So now let's take a look at the water I'm going to be filtering. Let's go check it out. So to have a medium, something to filter, I just got one of my mixer bottles and I filled it with water. And then I put some dirt, some sand, some grass in there. There is, actually I found another charcoal briquette and I stepped on it. Meaning I actually stomped on it with my heel. I didn't like step on it like a drug dealer steps on drug. And then I put a scoop of coffee in there. Nothing good, right? I didn't put any of my prize coffee. I put some pumpkin spice. So it's something I'm definitely not going to drink. So now we're going to go outside and see what we can turn this into. Alright, so just checking the picture one more time before we go ahead and get on with it. It's at the very bottom we're going to have the sand, and then we're going to have the charcoal, and then the rocks, and then you're going to, of course, put your water in. That's going to be all pretty much standard. I think I'm going to have my big rocks first, followed by my smaller rocks. Because I got two sets of rocks, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to set up the camera, and then we're going to get to it. So, oh God, my knees. Ugh. Old knees. Or young knees, a lot of miles on them, I guess. Alright. So, let's tilt that up just a touch. Alright. So, first thing, get all the, let's roll this back. I got something to work with. Alright. First, we're going to start off with the sand. Just going to pack that in there. Man, maybe I should stretch this thing out a little bit. This is what I get for using a dress sock. Should have used one of those distended, jacked up socks. Alright, let's get that in there. Okay. Well, nobody said it was going to be clean. What did I do with my other bottle? Oh, the filter. I gotta have something to filter it into. Okay. So, alright. Got the sand in there. Alright. Let's tilt that up just a bit. There we go. Now, for the charcoal, good lord. Look at this. I wonder if you can see that. Yeah. And now for charcoal. Is my camera falling? I think my camera's falling. Alright. So, now for the charcoal. You know what? I think I'm just going to sit this inside the hat. That way if I waste it, just waste it back into the hat. This hat is done. Luckily for me, it's about to be summertime, so I won't need it for a while. got a little while to, I guess, get it cleaned out. So like I was saying, I was reading, it's just going to filter and not necessarily kill everything, and you still have to, I guess, boil it. But I've read somewhere, I don't think it was in that book, it was a different book, but the principle's still there. I read that you put the charcoal in there because that filters out, gets rid of certain types of bacteria. You know, before you attempt this, I'd advise you to, you know, do more research. Okay. So, sand, charcoal. Now for my big rocks, or excuse me, big rocks or small rocks? Small rocks. Sit there, yeah. Small rocks in there. Alright, pull the bag out. There we go. Alright, good stuff, good to go. Right. Yes, that looks pretty good. And then, big rocks. I don't think I'll be able to dump these in. Throw these in there one by one. Yep, starting to twist on me. Okay, and there's our filter. Big rocks, small rocks, charcoal, and a sand. All right, so I'm just gonna knot this real quick. I'm gonna go find my other bottle, and we'll filter. Well, we had to come inside, come into the bathroom because we're starting to lose the light. Yeah, I really didn't have a good working platform, so you hear a buzz in the background. That's my fan. But I found out that shape the end of it and fit it down in there actually holds it up pretty good versus trying to, you know, hold the bag and pour at the same time. This way I can just focus on pouring and not getting it all over the place. So, here we go. See what happens. Still getting it all over the place. Alright. Standing by. Wow, that still looks terrible. Now, something I anticipated but I didn't know how to make up for is just the water seeping into the sock and then flowing around the filter material and then just kind of pooling on the bottom of the sock, and I think that's what that is. I don't think anything's poured through yet. So I'm going to keep pouring. We'll compare it. So this is what it looks like now. Right? Let's see what it looks like afterwards. I'm guessing it's going to look the same. No, I can see it trickling down at the bottom. It is dripping there. You can see it. Let's see. You can see it dripping there. So it's definitely going through the filter. That doesn't look very filtered though. I guess that's what I get for using coffee. But we will soldier on. Pour a little bit more. pretty much on of it. No, I guess it is all. Yeah, everything at the bottom is all the sediment. Interestingly enough, I've got sand here at the bottom that's not wet. That's pretty funny. Yeah, let's pull that out. Let's let that drain. Yeah, you can see that pour in there. As good as I want to let it get. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. It just looks like coffee, doesn't it? Smells like pumpkin spice. Not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure this is how they make their coffee at Starbucks. With the sock and the dirt and the rocks and everything. So you know it's good. And I will say everything that I used, aside from the sock, but the rocks, the dirt, or the sand, even the stuff that I put in the, the water, everything I put in here, all organic, right? So it's good for vegans. And, what else? Gluten-free. So, it probably has 0 calories too. But I would not drink that to save my life. But all the hard parts are out, so that's one thing. So definitely some kinks we need to work out before we can call our filter successful, and before that's able to be consumed. So it's just an experiment. Don't try this at home, or do try it at home. And if you do try it, you didn't get it from me, because I got it from Mike Hart. And there's definitely some kinks that need to be worked out. If you do try it, don't drink it. I would advise against it. Highly advise against drinking that. So, until next time, this is Alex signing off. And I hope you learned something today.